Hello, folks, and welcome to this very special edition of ppsimmons Radio. Your host, Carl Gallups. Well, today's April the 8th, 2014, and I just happened to be able to grab up Mike Zullo, the lead investigator of the Obama fraud case through the Sheriff Arpaio, Maricopa County Sheriff's Office. Mike, listen, give us, I know we've only got you for a moment, and thank you. Let me begin by thanking you for being with us today.
Thanks, Carl. Good morning.
Good morning. Listen, give us the very latest information. There are millions of people that want to know where are you in this Obama fraud investigation and these two investigations we've been talking about now for several months. Where are you in that process? Do you still expect some information forthcoming in conferences anytime soon, or are the investigations still going forward? I mean, let us know what's happening. People want to know.
Yeah, Carl, actually both investigations are still going full force. It's a little delicate. There's not a lot that I can, discuss, obviously, for investigational reasons. But I can assure everyone that this is on track. I set March as a target date, anticipating that we would have this wrapped up by that time frame. But apparently, and as you could all deduce, that we have more information here that has surfaced, and we are vetting that information. We want to be as thorough as we can. In addition, there are other factors involved. There are other agencies, if you will, involved. There are other people now involved. And some of these things require us to maybe take a little extra time in making sure that everything we have is verifiable. So it's going to take a little longer than we anticipated, but you know what? That's nothing unusual in an investigation. As you well know, Carl, these things take time, and we have to take the time. We have to do our work diligently. So I'm asking everyone just to be patient. This is on track. It is not going away. There will be an announcement in the future, in the very near future. To put a date on it, obviously I can't. We're being patient. We don't want to be patient. We're like you. We want to get this done with, but we have to take protocol, and that's what we're doing here, and that's the only way the sheriff wants it.
Yeah, good, Mike. I appreciate that information. Let me go back and punctuate something that you said I think is a very important point. You indicated that you set a target date of March, and I remember that. I don't remember the exact date, but it was sometime last year. It was in the fall or the winter of last year. And I remember that that date was announced in an article on WND. It was announced at ppsimmons. We announced it on Freedom Friday. But I remember that you never announced a hard date. As a matter of fact, you never gave a specific day. You made it very clear that the target date, way back then, the target date was for March of 2014. And here we are. We've just passed, the end of March. But of course, as you just so eloquently explained, there's a whole lot more that has surfaced since then. And so that date was kind of a soft date, even though you wanted it to be a hard date, and so did I. But what you're saying is that date has passed, but the conferences, the announcements are still going to happen in the relatively near future. Am I correct in that assessment?
Yes, you're 100% correct. I wasn't going to sit over there and give a hard date. I do recall saying that this is our target date. It could be a little before, it could be a little after. Like in any investigation, we didn't anticipate the depth of the information that we're uncovering. And it is deeper than we thought, and that requires a lot more effort.
Right. Well, Mike, listen, before we go, and you told me you'd give me 5 minutes, and it's right at 5 minutes. Let me ask you this. Clarify why recently you made the announcement that you had decided to release the dates of these upcoming conferences on ppsimmons. Why did you do that?
Well, for numerous times now, our Cold Case Posse website has been hijacked and shut down and hacked, and all kinds of things have happened there. In addition, I wanted one location that people could tune into, one trusted source to release any date, any potential press conference date, and have it where I had confidence that the listening public would know that if it comes from ppsimmons, if it comes from Carl Gallups from Freedom Friday, that it's coming from me. There are individuals out there that are very opposed, obviously, to what we're doing. They have taken my last name and hijacked it all over Twitter accounts as if it's me talking, and it's not. So if you don't hear it from Carl Gallups through ppsimmons and Freedom Friday, it's not going to happen. The date will come through you.
Okay. Well, and that makes sense. The logistics of that makes sense. And we're honored that you would do it that way. And so we will be integrity-filled in our handling of that information, Mike Zullo. Listen, Mike, thank you so much. When you see Sheriff Arpaio, please give him our best regards and our prayers. And as I know, and as you know, there are millions of people anxiously awaiting news from you guys as to a news conference. So, folks, you heard it right there from Mike Zullo. You'll hear it first from ppsimmons, Freedom Friday, right here, and it will happen. Be patient. If it wasn't, let me say this again, folks, if it wasn't for Sheriff Arpaio and Mike Zullo, America would know nothing. The people who are supposed to be doing their jobs on this, Congress, the courts, the media, they have not done it. They have dropped the ball. So, Mike Zullo, thank you, and give our thanks to Sheriff Arpaio.
Thank you, Carl. You have a great day.
All right, you as well. God bless you. Well, folks, that wraps it up for this special edition of PP Simmons Radio. Your host, Carl Gallups. My guest, Mike Zullo.